Public transit in North America is known for being pretty bad for the most part, even sometimes in the big cities. This is especially true in places like Houston, Phoenix, or even the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I have ridden many different types of public transit, such as the trolley system in San Diego County in Southern California, as well as the coaster train. I have also ridden Amtrak numerous times, especially all the way through upstate New York and into Canada. I have ridden the SEPTA subway system in Philadelphia, or as I like to call it as a Western Pennsylvania person, septic. I've taken the bus at the airport. And of course, I've taken the typical crappy city buses in most North American cities, including North American cities where transit is actually pretty good. But buses in North America, in my opinion, are just bad. And as a lot of you guys know, I love traveling to New Jersey to experience public transit, especially on New Jersey Transit and the New York City subways. However, the Northeast Corridor Amtrak trains are just absolutely frickin' phenomenal. I've ridden New Jersey Transit commuter trains numerous times, and this one right here is a very perfect example, cruising along at well over 70 or even possibly 80 miles per hour. All in all, the northeastern United States literally has really good public transportation, or at least really good for North American standards, but I would even actually argue that it's actually pretty comparable to some places in Europe, especially Central Europe. For example, take this Excella Amtrak train here, traveling at about the same speed as a high-speed train does in France, Italy, or even Spain for that matter. However, not all places in the Northeast are like this. I grew up in two towns in the northeastern United States that were car-infested and so car-dependent to the point where it's literally all I grew up knowing. I was very ignorant about urban planning and public transportation expansion until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, possibly even literally a year and a half ago, but here's this video explaining to you why I love the northeastern United States. Actually, this video is about San Diego County, California, and why, honestly, I think San Diego County is one of the best large cities in the United States, and quite possibly even better than the New York City area. For some background context, I went to Southern California this past summer for the first really actually nice vacation that I had had to myself in nearly 8 or 9 years. I mean, this is pretty close to where I was staying and where my hotel was. This is Imperial Beach, California. Here, public transportation isn't really that great. The bus is pretty frequent, but it has to share the same road with the cars, and routinely sort of gets stuck in traffic. But this video will also focus on what I think is, quite frankly, the best public transportation system in North America, the MTS system in San Diego County. Just take a look at how huge this system is. I mean, I have never actually seen a medium-sized city with a public transportation system this big, and quite frankly, this efficient. Also, take a look at how frequently trolleys run through downtown San Diego and to the main 12th and Imperial Station. I never had to wait more than 10 minutes for a trolley to go to wherever I wanted, and if you want to go to Tijuana, you can catch a trolley approximately every 10 minutes, which is unheard of. This is the 24th Street trolley station right along Interstate 5, the trolley station I spent the most time at, and I never had to wait more than 10 to 15 minutes, but a little bit longer sometimes because, you know, this is the suburbs of San Diego, and every 15 minutes to catch the bus. This was the hotel I stayed at in National City, and to be quite honest with you, it was actually pretty nice, although it wasn't quite frankly the best, but hey, at least there was a bus stop right outside. This was not the exact bus that I rode in National City. This is another bus route, but this is a good example of how nice, honestly, the MTS buses were in San Diego County. Although they do have their cons. They're like most North American buses. They have to share the road with cars, trucks, and bicycles, and all the other people. While downtown San Diego is pretty compact and walkable, the area around my hotel, while it had very good access to the bus, there was a sidewalk, the bus came every 15 minutes, yada yada yada. Well, it wasn't exactly friendly if you were a cyclist or if you wanted to walk long distance, because as you can see, there is a 5 or 4 lane road with a sidewalk that isn't terrible, but you could still get hit by a car if some idiot drunk driver decides that you don't matter and that they're the center of the universe. Although I will have to say, at least there isn't a 6-lane road through the middle of National City, and at least it is somewhat walkable, with a half-decent-ish sidewalk. Although, as you can see, there is definitely still some car-centric suburban sprawl in this pretty nice little suburb. Along with a pleasant bus ride through National City, Chula Vista, and parts of San Diego, I do have to say, this little trolley station is pretty nice. There is a pretty decent sized parking lot, which means that it is mostly only accessible if you're driving here, but you can walk here or cycle here, honestly, because as you can see, there's a pretty nice sidewalk that leads up to the entrance of the trolley station, and it's not too car-centric here. This place in Pickering, Ontario, for example, is a GO transit station, and as you can see, if you're not driving or taking the bus here, you pretty much don't exist. Although there is a nice little parking place for bicycles, but don't try to ride your bike here because, according to them, you basically don't exist. This place here in National City, California, a suburb of San Diego, is still rather car-centric, but at least there's a really nice sidewalk that leads up to the entrance of the station, and hey, at least you can ride your bike or your scooter here. By the way, this station in the San Diego area is not the only nice MTS trolley stop that there is to offer. This right here is the San Isidro trolley station slash bus station right at the border with Tijuana in the state of Baja California in northern Mexico. And as you can see, it's actually very nice. There's a really nice little shelter to hide from the rain in. There's crossing guards that will direct you out of the way of an oncoming trolley. And there's several restaurants here to choose from while you're waiting on your trolley, or if you just feel like sitting down. And you can easily walk to this station, and you can quite possibly bike here too, depending on how good the bicycle infrastructure is in this area. Although, unfortunately, I didn't have my bike with me, so sadly, I couldn't ride my bike here. Although, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like the bicycle infrastructure is at least somewhat decent according to this video clip that I got at the station. All in all, these trolleys, by the way, are actually really nice. The seats are extremely comfortable on board. There's people on board to make sure that nobody misbehaves, or, in other words, security guards, I guess you could call them. They routinely almost never get stuck or delayed, and they're often quite simply way faster than driving or taking the car anywhere in San Diego County, if I'm being completely honest with you. I never had to ride on Interstate 5 or Interstate 805 or any of the crappy interstate highways that most of North America has to offer. I mean, just look at how fast we're speeding by everyone here. This is actually pretty freaking awesome. This, by the way, I believe was in Chula Vista, California, about 10 miles away from the US-Mexico border. And, well, yeah, this trolley system is just fantastic and way, way better than any public transportation system I've ever taken. And that says something. Oh yeah, if you ride all the way to San Isidro Station and cross the border into Tijuana, make sure you get some tacos while you're down there, because those tacos were oh so delicious. Everyone who watches this channel knows just how much I love trains, hence the name Genesee Trains and Elevators. Isn't that kind of obvious? To sum this video up, I think what is perfect to say is that North America has a long way to go when it comes to public transportation. And that's not to say just the US and Canada alone. I know I showed some tacos I got when I was in Tijuana in Baja California in northern Mexico, and I will tell you, Mexico's public transportation could definitely use some revamp too. Though I've heard Mexico City actually has a pretty decent system, although I'll do some videos on public transportation in foreign countries, including Canada and possibly Mexico, whenever I get the chance. Although I didn't ride public transportation in Mexico, I did get to ride a little minibus, and, well, that wasn't the best, but like I said, I will definitely be doing some more videos on public transportation on this channel in foreign countries, and just public transportation videos on this channel in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing to this channel. Hello everyone, I know I look like crap, but like I said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and like I said, I'll be posting some more public transportation videos on this channel in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy them. That'll be it.